Okay, so I think in the CEE region, apparently what we at least are trying to do is we are trying to build our own opportunities. So we are not waiting passively for the opportunity to come. We are screening the targets. We are aware what companies are available. We are trying to get to know the management team, the founders ahead of transaction coming. And we are also trying to actively unlock the deal situation. So for example, one of our typical structures that we are doing so-called platform trust transactions. So we are putting together two assets in the moment of transaction, and this is our also sell point to the founders, because we are bringing in not only capital but also at day one we are changing the structure of a market. And we had a free transaction like this over our last fund. And definitely this is working very well for us, but as well it's a very attractive proposition for the entrepreneurs. So I think definitely we will be more into this active position in deal making. And as the market will become more competitive, and I believe it will, those will just help us to build a competitive advantage. So I think what the CEE region has proven to the investor over the last 10 years is that it provides a constant growth in terms of the GDP growth, and you know it has various elements which fuel that growth. Of course, it's a large domestic market. It's access to 100 million consumer if you count in all the countries. But it's also well-educated people, and I'm particularly interested in technology transactions and TMT space because that's where I'm focusing on. And I think in terms of this particular area, you get really good workflow at very attractive costs. So actually this will, over years, given the proximity of Western markets, you can build on this and try to develop the local business outside of the region based on this solid basis. But I think in terms of GP, we also believe that given the structural changes that come over the largest market in the region, the public market, Warsaw Stock Exchange, after the public pension reform, and given the aging structure of the founders, we actually are expecting more robust deal flow, given less competition, so less public market money or less attractive valuation on those markets, and the effect of aging society of the founders, because in the post-communist bloc countries you would see that majority of the business founders has been setting up this business in the late 90s, which means that right now they are turning 65, 70s, so, and the succession is the key challenge that they are perceiving ahead. So we hope we're going to be able to address this. I think not in our segment, because we are a mid-market private equity player. So we do typically transaction of a size up to 50 million euro equity ticket. But I think it has a positive effect on the region in general, because you would see that the tier 1 investors are very active across multiple geography in CEE. You would see those mega deals which were happening last year, like for example Allegro, which attracted long list of top-tier investors, and they're competing very hard for the asset. And I think the valuation that was paid in the end was absolutely premium valuation. So you see from this perspective that the region actually is able to generate very attractive targets, and it's an attractive place to invest. And from our perspective, we would never be able to do such transaction, but we could generate a potential exit in a way if we are able, for example, to grow assets like Wirtualna Polska, our last exit. that was 400 million euro market cap on our exit, so I think it's a proper site for those funds. So on our side of the market, it's more of an opportunity than risk, and I think it gives generally positive effects in terms of how people perceive the region across Europe. Oh, I like it very much. It's a lot of people, and I think it's the largest, I think, and the most prominent right now event in the CEE. So this is the place I think every GP active in the region should be. It should listen, what competitors are doing, and what's there on the market. So it's a very efficient way to get everyone's together and learn more about the industry. So, very good. It's very good, actually. At least the panel that I participated in, has pretty open communication between the parties. So actually, I think all of us see similar challenges and opportunities ahead of region, and I think given how the private equity market has evolved here, people actually see the common goal also to help to perceive the region as an attractive space to invest, and it's very good opportunity to speak about it and try to work together.